Hey everybody, thank you for coming in. I am Ladybug and this is the Wrestling Queen Cypher. I am joined today with Mimi, Phil Nicole, and J. Crew. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching us on YouTube, on Twitch, and listening to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we're gonna start with Raw, of course. So last night was Raw. We had AJ open up the show. And I'm gonna say I was not emotional. I know it's gonna hit me soon because AJ is one of my favorites. But as far as this promo he had with CM Punk, it felt forced. It felt really forced. It's just my opinion, of course, but I'm glad he had a world title. But I think if he stays, I think it was too soon. I don't know. Just something seems off. I don't know. But Mimi, how do you feel about it?
Um, I mean, I was kind of emotional, like, because I went back after it kind of started, so I was able to pause it when he was up there. I was like, I don't know if I could do this,
Mhm.
but I'm glad he started it. The CM Punk thing was cool, but it's not so much. I feel like it was forced, even though I kind of agree. It was just kind of like, okay, you have the rumors of him retiring at Rumble, but it's like we still don't 100% know what's going on with that. So, like you said, like if he's still going to be here, the whole, we can go for the title tonight, even though he initially was like, I want to be, I want this match to be a contender,
Mhm.
which would have still been kind of odd, actually, kind of thinking about it. Because, like, if he's not going to be here and they're just trying to tease, he might not be. But if he's still here, then it's like, okay, rematch. Like, what are we going to do? Like, I'm not completely upset about it, but I do agree with you. Something was a little off about it, just with the whole Gunther retirement match situation. So I
Okay,
don't know. It is a little confusing.
my question I feel like let me see how I can word this. I don't want to go into the Rumble too much because we're gonna cover that on a Friday episode. But if AJ does retire at the Rumble, do you think this will truly help Gunther's character moving forward?
I mean, it really depends. Simply because you have Gunther now as this legend killer, I guess, and you're he taking everybody out. Who we gonna have? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a way, no, I don't think it's gonna elevate Gunther as much as they probably want it to, because eventually everybody's gonna expect it to always be Gunther that takes the person out, if that makes sense. So I don't feel it elevating Gunther at all.
Yeah. Jay, I want to ask you, like, could you see possibly, like, do you feel like it would help him? Like, or would you feel like it wouldn't make a difference? Or do you feel like it could possibly even hurt his character moving forward? How do you feel like this trajectory would help Gunther if he keeps being the career unaliver or career killer, whatever they want to call him?
I don't think it's gonna help with shit. I really don't. It just seems like I think it seemed like all the momentum for him that he lost that shit the moment he lost at WrestleMania.
Ooh, that's a good point. I can see that.
Cause he was all raw, raw, raw. I'm the champion. 80% of my career has been gold around my waist. And then it's like, oh no, I tapped out the Jey Uso. Oh no, I fought Pat McAfee. Oh no, I'm retiring Goldberg and John Cena and potentially AJ Styles. Oh no.
I see what Jay's saying though. Like, if they made him this villain without the belt first, right before he tapped out to Jay, that would make him more of a believable heel. I don't know. Like, I mean, I get who he is. I know
Mhm.
he's supposed to be a heel. I get that. But I guess I would just, I don't know. That's a good point. What are y'all feeling like?
It honestly feels like it's not so much that Gunther lost to Jay, it's how he lost to Jay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what pissed everybody off. It was like, you cannot expect us to have all of that, get to that point, and he taps out to Jay. And it's like, it's a move that Jay never really used either.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like all of a sudden, okay, he has a submission move, which I've always said he needed one. But to wait and do it then when everybody was like, okay, well, they're pretty much going to probably put it on Jay just because that's where we're at now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything after that, I mean, yeah, it kind of slowed up, and they were like, okay, well, he doesn't have the belt anymore. What do we do? Because he doesn't have this big personality. It's just like he's a heel, he's a ring general. So like, what are we going to do with him storyline wise? And sure enough, you had people returning that were older, and then you have people who are retiring. So I guess they were like, well, there you go. That's the personality that we're going to give him. But it's just not, it's not hitting the way that they thought it was going to. Like y'all are saying, it's just not it, because Gunther could be so much bigger than that. But they're just not letting it be.
If he needs a submission hold, just steal Roman's guillotine.
Yeah.
I want to see how that works out.
I ain't gonna do that shit.
That's gonna be an ugly ass guillotine.
I'm talking about if Jay needs a submission move, he can steal Roman's guillotine.
Jay has one that he used to do.
Yeah, he did. I'm glad you brought it up because it's still in the game.
I don't know the name of it, but he had one,
Mm-hmm.
and it was fire too.
Yeah. Didn't Jimmy have one too?
Yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah,
I was about to say probably. I don't know. They don't be doing Jimmy right in the game. So according to them ratings,
don't get me started on that shit. Yeah, poor little Jimmy. Yeah, but I kind of want to flip it to the other side of the night. So you had AJ and Punk. We'll get to that match in a minute, but the CM Punk and Finn Balor dynamic. I'm trying not to hit Rumble yet, but do you see Finn Balor possibly leaving Judgment Day and turning face? Especially after what happened overseas. It's kind of soon to tell, I know, but are we getting like a former version of Finn back? I mean, I don't want to give up hope.
I think it'll be a former version of him.
Okay.
But I can't really see when they're gonna actually do the heel turn. Like, who we gonna turn on? Liv and the girls? I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense unless Dom comes back.
Well, Dom. Well,
I think what people are speculating is, I don't know if it's true or not, but since the whole Finn can't be in the Rumble because the Rumble is full, but that's a whole other story. They're saying maybe Dom is in it and he can just take Dom out and take his spot.
What were you gonna say, Phil?
I don't know. Like, they did that promo at AAA with Dom, and he sounded like he was getting ready to come back. So maybe we could get Dom.
That's a good
back.
point.
So
I wouldn't be mad at it. Like, Mimi, I'm asking you, do you see and I know it's soon to tell, but do you see maybe a WrestleMania season coming up where they give Finn a maybe Elimination Chamber win if not a Rumble win, or maybe a few? I don't want to see him in the mid card title picture anymore though.
Yeah, he's been beyond that, but he just kept getting pushed back because he's in the Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's like I was trying to not be too hopeful about it, but it felt like them putting him with Punk and kind of interfering and all of that is their way to push him up there to at least be like, okay, well, he has to have a beef with somebody that's at the top for it to make sense. I mean, he fits in there perfectly. So it's not like he stands out. He belongs up there, but the whole thing with how it ended, I know we'll get to it. So it kind of threw me off. It's like, okay, it's, and I don't even I feel like we have to use this man as an example all the time. It's like the Jay thing where we're teasing where he's going to be this, and then they backtrack. They put him here with this person, they backtrack. Is he a heel? He backtracks. Is he still, I feel like they're doing the same thing with Finn because they just either don't know or there's something going on where they have to keep him in the Judgment Day for whatever reason. If they are waiting on Dom to do things, but it's just like, I just need them to be consistent. It's like, if you're going to put him up there, you're putting him up there with a CM Punk. Just do something to keep him there until everybody else kind of falls in place.
That's a good point. And you know what? I kind of want to move on. I know it's the main event, but I want to touch it early. Like I'm gonna say this: as far as CM Punk and AJ Styles, that was a good match. And I feel like I know it's early in the year, but that's one of CM Punk's best matches this year. Just because I feel like AJ brings that out of people. Like his match with Shinsuke, what was amazing. I mean, him and Shinsuke have always had good matches together. But Punk kind of need that match. You know, I don't know. Did anybody want to say anything about Punk and AJ before we moved on? Phil?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little in my feelings about AJ retiring this early before Mania. You
Okay.
could have at least given us another. I would have loved for them to push that match out to Mania, him and Punk.
Yeah.
That would have been a good main event for a Mania, especially with it being his last WrestleMania. So I don't know. I got mixed emotions about him and Punk.
Yeah. Okay.
And then for it to end in disqualification.
That was nuts. Can we please stop any shit in DQs?
Please
Yeah.
stop.
I called that shit too when I was watching it last night because I was like, okay, we got this going on, we got this going on. There's no way in the hell that Punk and AJ is going to have a clean match, given how Punk just talked to Finn, and then Liv got mad at the fact that he was talking to Punk, and then Finn was still pissed at the fact that he won't in the fucking Rumble because the Rumble is quote unquote filled with vacancies. And I'm like, that shit go into the DQ right off the fucking bat. We know the fucking blueprint at this point.
I mean, people forgetting though, like Rumble is not the only way to Mania. So like we can get a Finn Balor in the Elimination Chamber in no time. So
13, you wrong for that comment. Wrong as hell.
I mean, he has
Wrong as hell.
Yeah. Okay.
Remember that. Write it down.
Yeah. So how do we feel about I'm gonna say this nicely. How do we feel about Alpha Academy winning the tag team number one contenders match? They beat New Day, they beat the Creed brothers. Um who am I thinking?
The
That's
fake ass
everybody.
luchadors.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I don't know what to call them, but yeah.
Americanos.
The Americans, they beat them too. I'm happy for them. You know,
I'm very happy for them.
I'm glad they were in
Especially,
the ring.
yeah.
Phil,
I
yeah,
like
Phil,
it.
did I about to say to you, how do you feel?
I like it. I like it. Give some more people some more opportunities. The IWC is complaining about them giving the same opportunities to the same people.
Yeah,
This was random.
it was, and
Because
they
we
had a
know
good
we
match.
know all three of them teams could have beat their ass. We know this.
Yeah, I'm glad. You know what I'm glad about, Mimi? I'm glad they took Tozawa seriously. For
He was
one,
good.
Thank God. He's been deserving
Yeah.
of that. And they just were not giving him a chance. And it's like, I'm so excited for the two of them. And the fact that they've had a relationship with Jay up until now, it should make it interesting. I'm kind of on the fence about the match itself, what that's gonna look like.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm scared. I don't know. But as far as the just relationship part, I like
Yeah.
that. Like I like where we're going. But the match itself, I'm a little
I think we're gonna be surprised, and I think it's gonna have more chemistry than we think. I do.
probably so.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to, like you said, it's something different. I mean, we're always complaining about them putting the same people ahead and to the front. So you have a very good point.
Well, Jay's been in the ring with Otis before.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
that's true.
that was pretty good too.
That's
Mhm.
true. I forgot
Bloodline
about that
Day.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about that. But actually, didn't they go up against each other for? It might have been like a contender match or something.
Something like that, yeah. So
Yeah,
him and
Yeah.
Otis are really good in the ring together. I know Jay and Otis are.
yeah.
And I'm glad they gave Tozawa his moment. He deserved it.
Yes, he deserved that so much.
He
I'm
deserved
so happy for him.
Definitely. I do have a question about who does deserve it. And no disrespect to any of these tag teams. But we did have the match between Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Stephanie back here. And I don't want to complain about it being the same people, but you know how I feel about this. Defeating Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxanne Perez. I
Oh, I
get
hated that.
I mean I get the reason for Raquel and Stephanie. I get that. But how do y'all feel about the current climate of the women's division? The women's tag team division. Yeah, in the women's division. Because it seems like one hand, like we talked about it over and over, you have one hand that's scarce, and then you have the other side that just seems crowded. Like,
extra crowded.
yeah, everybody and their mama's in the tag team.
They have no singles competitors.
Yeah, and I mean, I do like the super tag teams. I liked Rio, and I liked Rhea and Io, for a minute. I did, but here we are approaching WrestleMania. I do not want to see them go to WrestleMania as a tag team. As much as people are tired of Rhea, that's weird. Like,
But they're the Golden Girls, her and EO. So you're
Yeah,
gonna have to put them somewhere, even if they lose at
Mhm.
WrestleMania, the tag
Yeah,
team championships.
Well,
They gonna have a fight.
we also
yeah.
gotta think about it like this because on one hand, you got the fact that Rhea and Io are together. They're a tag team. They got tag belts. That's a good thing, sure. But people are starting to get tired of them being a tag team. That's on one hand. Now, on the other hand, it could be like how it was last year when Rhea and Io were in the singles division. They had one goal in mind, getting the belt. Rhea was getting rematches. Io was barely defending her belt. People were complaining about that, but they also liked the chemistry about how Rhea and Io fought together in the ring. So it's kind of like a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
hmm
Yeah, it's pretty much like that with everybody, where people, pick and choose when they want to like somebody, and when they rather see somebody over somebody else.
sorry, you
Stop
starting
being a
okay.
hater, 13.
Right? Let,
We love
let
Rhea.
that woman work, man. Come on.
Right.
No,
She
we love
wants to
Rhea.
work. Let her work while she
At
still
least
wants
she
to.
clocking in on like somebody.
We're not doing that today. So so of course we had Raquel and Stephanie at the backstage brawl, which leaves them having a Philadelphia street fight on the Rumble Go Home show next week.
Can
Or
we even
no,
call it a
I
No,
brawl?
lied.
Definitely
The
be
the
getting
Raw
her ass
after
beat.
Rumble. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the
mhm,
it's the Raw after
it's
Rumble,
after.
which kind of sucks, guys. Like I get the Raw and the SmackDown after PLEs are supposed to be so great, which is debatable. But I mean, I have mixed feelings. Like I'm happy for Raquel. I'm glad she's getting her moment. But like every wrestler, I feel like she deserved a PLE. Would it have been too much to put them on a PLE?
Not really. They could
Mhm,
have added a match.
absolutely.
They could have added a match. I mean, they could have even. I would have loved to see them on Saturday night main event defending at least.
And,
If
yeah.
it's not gonna be an actual PLE, give them Saturday night. So yeah,
Yeah.
but I love,
Mm-hmm.
not to cut you off, but I love how Stephanie's character developed last night.
It did. They finally gave her that development, her storyline she needed.
she was a beast last night. I wasn't expecting her to attack Raquel like that. So
I will say this to y'all, like I like Stephanie as a face, but I mean, I kind of talked about in our Discord, the type of face she is, it should not be a face with a smile, if that makes sense. Like she shouldn't be a typical baby face. That's like the happy-go-lucky, kind of like Cody, or what Cody's been, like that super face. I feel like she should be like a darker kind of, not literally, but like a darker, you know, attitude, if that makes sense.
but her theme is dark.
Yeah, but I'm saying like what like how they're kind of putting her. At least they did in the beginning. They were trying to make her as like this. It felt like towards a super face, and now like with the backstage brawl, it feels like they're finally putting her into that character that's more authentic to how she's been before. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, but yeah, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen towards what Stephanie and the belt to Mania? Like, do you see her having the belt after Mania?
She can stay healthy. That's my only concern. Is as long as she doesn't get re-injured, because they're already worried
Yeah.
about her yesterday.
Oh yeah, they
So
do.
if she can keep from re-injuring anything, she can absolutely. But it just kind of is one of those things that depends on what happens with the Judgment Day. I feel like whatever happens with Raquel, and then if they want to put the belt on Raquel to further split apart the Judgment Day, because it's like when the leaders don't have belts, it's a problem. So it depends, I feel like, heavily on that if they want to put the belt on anybody else.
That injury kind of brings me to a side conversation we had before a while back. That was about, if you remember Money in the Bank, I think she had 3 matches that weekend between the main roster AAA and Money in the Bank. Now, I'm comparing that to Javon Evans right now because they had him on commercial break after his injury. That man at one point was on every brand. I think it was like 1 week he was on every brand, and then he was at the match with Cena's retirement. I guess the question I want to ask is like, do you think they're not putting enough talent on television? Because it seems like they're putting their talent at risk by putting the same people on TV over and over again. I don't know. Jay, I'm gonna start with you.
I mean, I definitely see it because it gets to a point where it's like, you can bring back other people, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I understand Punk wants to be a fighting champion, but it gets to a point where you're just looking back at the title defenses he's had, and it's like the fact that he's even still functioning correctly after going up against Braun Breaker and Finn Balor. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Rhea and Io, I mean, yeah, basically, if you're putting the same talent out there week after week after week after week after week, not only does it get like a little repetitive, and slightly boring, you are also putting more and more and more and more and more strain on them, to where if they get injured, it's not really so much a surprise. It's more of a, well, I mean, it is what it is. Why do you keep having them come out? Or
Yeah.
push comes to shove, they can pull Seth Rollins and fake that shit just so
Now, I
they can
got
get a vacation.
not to cut you off, Jay. I have a question to you, Mimi, because I believe there's about 200 something people on the main roster, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna double check that number. Yeah. Plus you have AAA, plus you have NXT. So do you think there is a reason behind creative, or do you think they just have a narrative? Without being negative, do you think there's a narrative where they just want to keep utilizing the same talent from a business standpoint?
Well, I mean, if you want to talk like the business standpoint, it comes down to whose shirts are selling, and that's who gets airtime. That's who gets TV time. The people who are selling merch, that's where all their money coming from. It's merch. And it's like whoever's doing the commercials, whoever's doing all that stuff, that's who's getting the most airtime. So I think as far as the business side of it, that's what it is, because they keep saying that, the people who are champions, they keep selling merch. The kids like them. The crowd gets into it when they're there. The kids like the entrances. Everybody likes it. So it comes down to that. So that's what they want to keep on TV. And it kind of makes me think back to how like they canceled the house shows, right? Well, the talent needs rest. We don't need all those shows. Okay, so what you did is you have these collaborations with these other companies and you're putting them back on TV. So they're still having multiple matches. But when you put them on AAA, those matches are a lot more high impact, high action than your regular main roster. So you're actually tiring them out more.
Yeah, stamina. Yeah.
So it's kind of like a lose. Like, even though they're like, oh, people want to see these people, it's like, yeah, but if we wanted to see the same people every week, you wouldn't see the fans complaining, where is this person? What happened to this person? Why don't we see this person? What are y'all doing with this person? We don't like this storyline. Because it's not like we don't want to see these people anymore. We just want to see them kind of rotated out and help bring in the other people in to make the stories interesting and see them on TV more. But I think it is, I mean, you see it on Unreal. I know we'll talk about that too, where it's like, it's a business and they listen to the fans, but it's like, yeah, but they're watching the fans' pockets too. So it's like, whatever y'all spend money on, whoever y'all spend money on, that's who y'all want to see. We're going to keep them on TV.
Yeah. And my question to you, Phil, just kind of going to last segment when it comes to Raw, about the vision, because they had a segment when it was just Adam Pearce addressing Braun Breaker. Like, do you feel that was necessary for their storyline?
No, not at all.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's good. It's kind of like their history is repeating itself, because we've had a storyline like this before.
Yes, we have.
And it ended with everybody in the Rumble before.
Yep.
I see it as a way for somebody to get screwed. I feel like it's another part to it, because Adam Pearce is a little too happy to add them to the Rumble and all of this. So I think it's way more deeper than what we actually think it is.
I will say this. I am excited and terrified to see what Logan Paul does in the Rumble, because he was way too endorsing of Braun Breaker. This is a man who's not humble, very selfish, complete asshole. Let's just call it 100. And he was so forward in saying, I think we should get behind what? like,
dude, we know you want to be in WrestleMania. Hell,
yeah,
you've been saying this.
Mm-hmm.
And even when he was in WrestleMania, that shit was ass. But that's just coming from me being a certified Logan Paul hater. But
yeah,
that's why I say it's gonna be some bullshit when it comes to this Rumble Saturday.
It's gonna be a lot.
Ain't it though? That's the problem.
Yeah.
Go
ahead, Phil. No, you're good.
What if he knows Seth is in the Rumble?
That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part, because that's the crazy part. Because in my mind, whenever the whole Austin thing came out, people was making theories about how like maybe Austin might be Seth's right hand man and stuff like that. But now looking at it now, I'm over here like, how come Logan hasn't been in any matches? He been a little too chill on the sidelines, even though I can't stand his bitch ass. But he been a little too chill with. I don't know if y'all I don't know if y'all peeped this, but he always been having his headphones in lately. Not like he's listening to music or nothing, but he always be walking around with his wired headphones in. Now maybe he could be like recording something, talking to somebody. Who knows?
I don't know, but I do feel like Austin Theory is Seth's right hand man. You're not gonna tell me. Yeah. You're not gonna tell me that they know.
Plus, everybody was too quick to agree that Braun should. They were like, "Yeah, I agree. I agree." Like, whoa.
And Heyman looked surprised.
Him and Braun looked surprised.
Braun never lifted his head. He never lifted his head.
Right.
It stayed down the entire time.
Yeah.
13 says that's how he listened to the script so he doesn't forget his promo.
That's the worst part. Because I forgot about the whole shit he did with his hands.
I mean,
that the world saw.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So I want to move on to our second part of the discussion. We started Saturday discussion on WWE's Netflix series Unreal, which left a lot of different opinions, but that's the best part of the show. But I want to dive into the second half where I kind of touch on Seth Rollins and LA Knight because we didn't talk too much about the men last weekend. So my first question, I'm opening up to everybody, but I'm gonna start with me. Does Unreal confirm that LA Knight's rise? Do you feel like it was fan driven, or do you feel like this is WWE trying to rewrite history and give them the credit when it comes to his career?
It feels like it's a little bit of both, almost. Because with LA Knight, it just seemed like he was on a trajectory up. Like they were like, okay, because he had the title at one point. I feel like people forget that he was the U.S. champion for a little while, wasn't he? Like
it was him and then Jacob.
No, yeah. He was a couple.
He was, yeah. So I was like, I feel like people forget. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
But he had it. He lost it to Shinsuke. Wait. He beat him and then he won it back. Yeah, it was. I forgot that was the whole thing. But it was like he was on that way up, and the fans were getting behind him. And I feel like it didn't really hit until after he lost the belt. I feel like people really kind of were like, okay, wait, we like him. He can kind of hold his own without having the title on him. The personality was there. He did have a fresh shirt amount of time. I didn't remember, but it was just. I don't know. It was like the fans were pushing him, and then it just feels like something fell flat with WWE, where it was like you could tell they were kind of like, okay, we're going to put you here, then we're going to pull you back. We're going to put you over here, and then pull you back again. I don't know, because he was growing on more people. Because I know I was one of those people. I wasn't a fan in the beginning. It took me a little while, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe he's not that bad. He kind of reminds me of some of the old school wrestlers a bit. I can see he's pulling from some of them. I'm like, okay. Yeah. But I just, I don't know what happened. It fell flat. The fans are still behind him, and everybody's like, what are y'all doing? Like, what did he do? Because it's like his character is still there. His promos are still good. His matches are still decent. It's just hard to tell if it's creative or if something happened and they just kind of pulled back on him. Like, we don't know yet. I don't know.
It's a good question. Phil, I got the same question for you. Do you feel like it was fan driven, or do you feel like this WWE trying to write history as well?
For LA Knight?
Yes.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
I think he's in a lot of things simply because of the fans. TKO reads these tweets and X and Instagram, and they see everything. So yeah, it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of him fan driven, and it's a little bit of, hey. So I don't know.
That's fair. Jay, what about you? Do you feel anything different, or how do you feel about LA Knight? Do you feel like this was fan driven? But Unreal, do you think this is WWE trying to rewrite history too?
I also think it's a little bit of both, because it just makes me think to whenever I was watching the video about his rise and how he was in the beginning compared to how he was somewhat now. And it just makes me think, comparing how he was from his beginning and mainly being on SmackDown compared to how they, I guess, moved him to Raw, even though I don't know if Raw was a permanent change for him. Um, but I want to say during the beginning, it was definitely fan driven because how you gonna tell me that in his debut year he was already going up against Roman Reigns? That's some shit that you can brag about, honey. And then once we start pulling up the whole being in the Money in the Bank 3 years in a row, the whole saying we want him and not Jey Uso, and just how he is now is definitely giving something done happened in that fucking writer room to where they want him gone. To where they want him out.
That's kind of
Now,
like that.
I want him back. I can't say for everybody else. I don't know if you guys want him back, but I personally want him back. And because Raw is definitely missing a whole lot of shit talk that a lot of these superstars don't got.
Yeah, it just seems like to me like the older characters in general, like when you're trying to get older and you're over, that's when it becomes a problem, especially if it's the fans getting you over. Because this reminds me a lot about Karrion Cross. Karrion was older, and he was, he was getting over by the fans organically, and you see what happened with him. And I'm not trying to say this is going to happen to LA Knight, but it kind of reminds me of this. So I don't know, like, do y'all see any similarities, or how do y'all feel about this? Go ahead,
LA,
Phil.
LA Knight, trying to see how to put. They just ain't had no damn where to put him. Let's just put it out there. He didn't fit in the storylines. If you kept putting him back in the storyline, it was going to be the same freaking matches that they are now. Just we'll probably have more triple threats and more fatal four, basically. And I feel like in Karrion Cross's defense, they didn't have nowhere to put him either. Especially not the people they actually wanted in the spotlight. I just don't think LA Knight is one of those.
Yeah, that's fair. Mimi, do you feel anything different? Or what do you feel like
I
when it
mean, I
comes
pretty
to?
much agree. The stories are very similar where you have a wrestler who gets over on their own. And it's hard for WWE to take credit because they
Mhm.
want to take credit for that, but it's too obvious to everybody that they weren't the reason why it happened because they have a presence outside of what they're doing in the ring, and that's why the Carrion thing, because Carrion could have been possibly the one to come in to do like the career ender because he was messing with everybody's head like randomly. He could have easily fell into some type of storyline to get everybody just kind of mixed up, and he could have played a somewhat role similar to that, but um it's
didn't
different. They're
he?
all so different though.
Didn't he before he left have a whole thing with AJ?
Yeah, it was like Sammy, AJ, who else?
Was
He
it
was,
Kevin?
yeah, KO.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was going because his hairstyle changed every time he talked to somebody
That would
backstage.
fucking kill me every time. I was like, I know this man
Yeah,
ain't pop up in a whole fucking bun.
He's
yeah,
a he's a he was a genius back there. Like it's like he was finding it, but it took him having to do that to be like, okay, wait, this is what I need to be doing. But it's like by then WWE was like, well, we don't like it. So
yeah. I want to kind of see like looking at LA Knight, that Money in the Bank segment they did. And without going completely into what happened, if you didn't see it, I advise to go watch it. I advise to watch the entire thing to get a complete understanding of why everybody is so divided and come up with your own opinion. Because it's important to have your own opinion about shit. Like, period. But anyways, as far as the entire thing between LA Knight and Seth Rollins, My question to the podcast: Do you? I'm trying to ask this clear. Do LA Knight and Seth Rollins? Do you feel they represent two different versions of basically? Do you think they represent two versions of success as far as like what Unreal is trying to convey? Do you think they're both successful according to WWE? Go ahead, Jay.
I want to say, yeah, and this will be off of my opinion, just based off like random speculations. I'll go back and watch the segment whenever I have time on my hands. But it really, because I think when I'm looking at it on two sides, they both they're both are very successful. But with success, it can be split within two ways. There's the success of you working your ass off, climbing mountains, putting blood, sweat, tears, this, that, and the third, carvoica, as Louisiana Knight says, and everything. Then you got the type of success where it's handed to you. Like, yeah, you still gotta work a little bit, but it's mainly handed to you. So I believe LA Knight and Seth Rollins are definitely those two types of successes. With LA Knight being the one where he had to work his ass off to get to where he is, how he is, and where he is. While Seth, on the other hand, is the one where it was practically given to him on a silver platter.
So basically, what you're saying is like Seth is basically the ideal WWE star
Yeah,
versus LA Knight.
yeah.
Okay. Mimi, would you agree with that? That LA Knight is not the ideal WWE superstar?
It kind of feels like that whole Triple H trying to change what the top star looks like for the new generation. Because with LA Knight, it's like I said, his personality and his promos remind me of like the old school wrestlers more so than Seth does. So with LA Knight, he may be that old build of a superstar, while Seth is the more like modern when you have, corporate behind you.
Okay.
He's the golden child, it feels like. So he's going to be pushed different. His opportunities are going to look different. Things are, he's going to be presented a lot different. The other fans still rock with Seth too, but I feel like with LA Knight, and like we were saying, he got over organically with fans.
Okay.
And with WWE probably still trying to be like, no, but here's Seth though. Isn't he pretty? This is our here. Like, look at him. And the fans are like, no, we like the chant thing. We want to do the yeah thing. Like, we want to do that. And it's like they don't like that. So they keep trying to push Seth, and everybody's like, no, he's cool. We like the song and stuff, but where's LA Knight though? We want to scream yeah for like the next hour. Like, where is he? Like, we're looking like people want that. Seth doesn't completely give you that. It's just like, equal super villain with the fashion sense. It's two different things. The fans are like, okay, but no, where is he though? So it's, it feels like one is corporate and one is just like, regular people. Like no, we want to see him. We want to be entertained.
Exactly.
And not talked down to. It was kind of one of those things, I feel.
Phil, my question to you is, I'm sorry, Kate, give me one moment. My question to you, Phil, is as far as Seth, do you feel like he's on the same level as a Cody? Because as far as Cody, like, they have him as QB1, but they're pushing Seth so hard with the vision, but they don't have him in that Mania commercial, obviously, also because of injury.
Seth could have made that damn commercial.
Liv was in the commercial, I'll just say that.
Seth could have been there. I wouldn't compare Seth to Cody. I don't know if I can say this, but Seth is what you call the sack rider.
Okay.
Seth has everything handed to him. It didn't take Seth 3 years to get the belt back. Almost. but it really didn't take him. And then you were okay with this man faking an injury when you know they can get hurt for real? Which is why he hurt now. Well, was. So, yeah.
That's a good point.
Can I
Jay? Yeah,
can I add on to something on Mimi's comment?
absolutely.
The way that she was going about it, it kind of makes me think about like now I really don't want to bring the real world into this, but it's kind of like that feeling of where it was like you damn it, I'm trying to figure out which way to go about it. But whenever you, if
Take
you
your time.
have resources,
Okay.
if you have resources and if you got great connections, you can get anywhere you want in life. No problems, no repercussions, nothing. You can do everything. Now, on the other hand, you can do everything by the book. Dotting I's, crossing T's, this, that, and the third. Some way, somehow, you're still getting like thrown away or not given as much, if not any, as an opportunity as someone who can get away with a lot of stuff, which is why it pisses me off when I heard and saw the whole Saturday night main event match of Seth getting injured, of LA Knight taking the win, because it's like, why? And then to turn around and have Seth pull that shit at SummerSlam and start this whole vision thing, oh, I was fucking fuming. Because it's like, you cheated my man out of a win. So you can what? Pull a heist of the century that you pulled like fucking 6-7 years ago?
Yeah, I think it boils down to the fact he's one of Triple H's favorites. And at the end of the day, Triple H is a person with the access, with the power, with the resources that you're talking about. So that's why Seth gets away what he gets away with. I hate to say it like that, but as far as Unreal, what I will admit, it did shed a light on that, whether you want to admit that or not. That definitely gave light to that truth. I'll say that. Yeah. But I want to take a moment and say one more question about it. One more thing. What positive lesson should fans take away from both journeys? And when I say both journeys, I mean from LA Knight and Seth Rollins. What positive lesson would you take away from what you learned about him and what you learned about Seth? Because for me personally, I gained respect for LA Knight watching that. I've always tried to separate kayfabe from the person outside the ring, but I have never truly liked LA Knight's character. I will say, seeing him outside the ring during the Money in the Bank match, it made me want him to win Elimination Chamber. Because I know they're probably not going to push him to win the Rumble, even though that would be great. It would be different. I do feel like younger talent should win the Rumble, but I am rooting for LA Knight because of what I saw outside the ring. Yeah, and as far as Seth, I mean, I always hope the best for Seth. I've seen him from the beginning. So I mean, I'm always here for a wrestler's journey, but those are my two takeaways. Phil, I'm gonna start with you. What positive lessons should fans take away from both journeys?
I mean, self-explanatory. One, you actually work hard for. You actually gain your own way, per se. And one, you're just handed everything. So I don't know how different, to really put it.
That's a good point. Mimi, what about you?
I think for one, it kind of made Seth a little more human to me. Um,
Sorry, Mimi, go ahead.
we just spitting life lessons today, aren't we? So just seeing Seth as more human, because I know, like, I feel like as much as people say his real name, people don't see him outside of just the over the top, loud, just like all over the place
Wait,
kind
which
of
name?
person.
Which name? God?
Seth. No, just in general.
Oh, I know what you were.
Just his character in general now, more so Seth Rollins now
Okay.
than anything. Just his over the top persona and how he is, but seeing him in that and just how he was talking, it was kind of like, okay, your character makes sense for one, but it was just like he just felt more human. And I hope people could take away that it's like, now you see somebody who is this over the top, isn't always that, and he may not, I mean, it's like we still don't know what kind of person he really is, but it's just like I hope people can take away that, okay, now remember, yes, these are wrestlers, they have their stage names and all of that, but these are still real people who still might have some type of emotion, whether it's good or bad, towards what they do every day. And it's like, as much as, you know, they do things for the fans, like you have to remember that they are actual people and they aren't going to love everything about their job. You know, just kind of seeing people for, I don't even want to say for who they are, because I don't think Seth wanted to do the show anyway. So he told them, he's like, I'm going to do a limited amount of talking and then y'all got to go. So I think that's why I said he's so human, because it was just like, I didn't want to do this shit. I'm gonna answer your questions and then leave me alone. So I kind of gained a different perspective on Seth.
Okay, that's fair. Jay, last but not least, what are your positive takes on it?
All right, listen. As much as I can't stand that man's guts in the ring, I'm going to agree on Mimi that watching Unreal has made me gain a newfound respect for Kobe Lopez as a person. Now, I can't take him too seriously given how he wrestled under the name God, but that's a whole other different story. I'm gonna sneak this man every chance I get. But yeah, like I said, it gave me a newfound respect for Kobe Lopez. Wrestlers are still people. I don't know. I mean, it's fans can be weird. I'll say that.
Don't be weird.
Yeah, don't be weird. So the whole Roxanne Perez thing, but like it gave me a newfound respect for Seth as Kobe Lopez. Now, do I like Seth Rollins? Fuck no. But do I like Kobe Lopez? Yes, because he's human. We're human. We have our ways of doing things. We have our own type of mannerisms and stuff, but you still can't stand that nigga's character. Both LA Knight, work hard, take every opportunity you can get. Sometimes shit don't go right. And I don't want to say suck it up, because suck it up is like one of the worst things to ever tell somebody that. But I really don't know how to put it. Keep trying. I hope to see you again, Louisiana Night, because I need to make more content of you.
Perfect. And then I do want to say, as I said lastly, we're going to start doing a 4-digit pin. And so for this week, I'm going to drop the 4-digit pin in the chat. So when you see it, just know that's for the Discord. So, anyways, I want to move on to the next segment. And it's, always good to take a break as a wrestling fan. As a wrestling fan, we do like other things. So it's okay. It's okay to like music. It's okay to like anime. But this is the Wrestling Queen Cypher. So we're going to dip into music for a second. So at that, we're going to take a music break and do this or that. So today I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to give you guys 2 artists. And y'all tell me out of those 2 artists that I give you, which one you like. Basically. That's it. That's it. I made, and I'm not gonna lie, I made some easier than others. but I did not predetermine who gets what. So, to be fair. So yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. Everybody gets a couple. I'm gonna start with Mimi. Let's keep it simple. Start with Mimi. And for those watching, drop it in the comments who you choose also. Outcast or Goody Mob?
Oh, yeah, okay, I'll say Outcast.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. That was hard, wasn't it?
That
Oh
was
God.
so hard.
I am so
love
sorry.
Goody Mob. What are you talking about?
Jesus. Yeah. Oh.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, this one's a little easier, I guess. I'm so sorry. Phil, you're next. Ice Spice or Aretha Franklin? I respect all music tastes. Okay? Love who you love.
You going to hell for that one.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go with Aretha because that banged in my house on every Saturday morning.
So you don't like Munch?
Listen,
I'm gonna need you to.
listen,
You don't like Bikini Bottom?
listen.
It's a classic, ma'am.
I'm gonna have to go with Aretha on that.
Okay. No deli. Okay, got it. Next one for Jay. Oh, okay. It's okay if you don't.
Why you say it like that? What type of bullshit you about to put me through?
Because I know, no offense, I know there's a little difference. I don't know
You
how
know
familiar you are.
Bullshit. You know she is.
So this one, Def Rebel or Nicki Minaj?
I hate you. Cause what is this?
Sorry.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm thinking. What the fuck? Is there a secret third option?
No, ma'am. It's Def Rebel or Nicki Minaj. Like, come on, man. Mimi just made an iconic choice. Phil had to choose between the
At least, okay. But Mimi said Outcast. Who don't fuck with Outcast?
Goody
And
Mob.
Phil
Whoa,
said
whoa.
Aretha Franklin or Ice Spice. You're giving you. Oh my god.
You're telling me you can't choose between the icons that made DIY's theme song
Who the fuck listens to DIY theme song?
and Nicki Minaj? I mean, you're telling me that you cannot choose between the icons that made Nia Jax most girls versus Nicki Minaj.
You're telling me you can't choose the people who made fucking
Exactly.
Naomi Steal the Glow or the girl who made fucking Bigfoot. What kind of question is that?
Yeah, Bigfoot was wild. Well, if you
Give
want me to
me-
come back to you.
No. Give me Death Rebel.
Okay. All right, that's fair. Let's see. I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna try to keep this in order, guys. I promise. Not good at telling time. Just go this way. Phil, UGK or 8 Ball at MJG? Can we delete both? It's crazy.
Give me UGK. I'm going UGK.
That's fair. Okay.
Don't
Mimi.
judge me.
Oh, it's gonna get worse. Mimi, Escape or Sexy Red?
Now you know that's easy.
Is it? Is it? Not for St. Louis.
200%.
I'll take Escape for 500, Alex.
Please and thank you.
I guess for Sexy Red.
I don't want to hear bow all day. I can't do
Is
it.
Is that your answer, Mimi?
Yes.
Okay.
I promise you that's my answer. Hey, I had the cassette tape. I know I'm aging myself. I don't care. That had them on repeat. Come on now.
Wait, 13. I'm going with the guys who got Bobby Bound the Pound. when he by the keys. I can't do it today. Oh, okay. Jay, this might be a hard one for you, but we got you. All right, No Limit or Cash Money Records? Mimi's gonna look at you for this way.
You don't need my help either. Huh? I'm
Am I
glad
dumb?
you got it and not me.
You want
Am I
Google?
dumb?
Now, Jay, look,
Oh,
Jay. I know you know who these people are.
not about it.
Cash Money Records
Phone a friend, please. Oh, I want you to phone a friend so bad.
for the 99s and
Make one of them
the
choose, please.
Mimi, I'm gonna go with you.
Ooh.
No, I'm so lost.
All of Louisiana sitting here, boy.
I'm so sorry, Riri.
I'm
Ooh.
so lost.
Oh my God.
No Limit
don't
or
think
Cash Money.
Like I could get a hint for an
Oh.
artist for both of these. Like
I just gave you a song.
Yeah.
that don't
For the
help.
99 and the 2. No, okay.
Bad, that's
Okay,
So
hold on. Make him say
remember Master P,
no, 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 no.
the rapper.
Birdman.
Wayne, Lil Wayne.
Wayne.
The
Cash
blackest.
Money.
The blackest.
That's
Okay.
that's
Lil Wayne. You don't know
Yeah,
him?
yeah.
We're gonna have to
that's
we're gonna have to
Cash
burn
Money.
her some mixtapes.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, because No
next
Limit.
show we're gonna have
Nope.
a whole
I'll go
music
with. I'll go
segment.
with. I will go with No Limit.
Okay. You know what? I respect that answer.
I'm not mad at it.
No judgment.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not.
Okay. Phil,
I'm
you
so
got a triple
confused to
threat.
struggle who they are, but
I know, like,
No
hell,
Limit
you
sounds
ain't gave
cooler.
Phil, you got a triple threat in your hands. Okay.
Hmm.
112, Drew Hill or Jagged Edge.
I'm going Drew Hill. We talked about this the other day. You know
Oh man.
I'm going Drew Hill.
Just sniped him. That's crazy. Okay, Mimi, don't hate me again. I was hoping Phil got this one, but it's okay. Gucci Mane or Young Jeezy.
I'm glad I didn't get this one.
Why?
Sorry, Mimi.
As somebody from the South, I don't know if y'all understand how hard these are.
Yeah, there's a
To my
reason
Southern people.
I put these regions on here for a reason, okay?
Good.
Yeah.
I feel
You're not right, ma'am.
not at all. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say for the sake of like true, like deep South culture, I'll say Gucci. Just because his music was different. It rocked different here. So
Okay.
I'll say Gucci.
Gucci, yeah, I feel you. Lemonade is a classic. Let's see some of the comments. 112, somebody agrees with me. I cannot believe I'm agreeing with Tay. Jesus.
Tell me. You're right. Hey.
They did make somebody sleeping in my bed. Yeah.
See.
I don't know.
Just flip flopped on you.
He did.
He just flip flopped on you.
Just like a coin, Jesus. Okay. Next one. Jay, right? It's on Jay? It's on Jay?
Mhm.
Oh, good. Jay,
What the fuck you mean by oh good?
Monica or Brandy?
Okay, that's tough. I'm not gonna lie. But then again, I don't think I've listened to a Monica song. But then again, I probably did.
Black Heart revoked.
Hold on.
Revoked. If you
Yeah,
ain't seen
wait.
Monica in them white shoes.
Hello, the boy is mine. It's both of them, literally.
I was gonna say both. Damn. I've
Gone.
listened to both.
Gone.
I had to think about it.
Gone. It's okay. So your choice is both?
They're good. They're good.
Phil gonna jumping through the screen.
Just saying.
I'm scared. I don't believe this no more.
Because you ain't lived life if you didn't see Monica on that curb with them white sandals on.
The little church
Aw.
sandals on. Them little white church
Don't make
sandals
me
with the
cry.
little
That song
kitten
gets me
heel on.
emotional. Mm-mm. Phil, here's an easy one for you.
Amen.
Pretty Ricky or B2K?
My heart. My heart.
I was going to put day 26, but I told that age like spoiled milk.
Okay, so on what day are we listening to these?
Or night.
But see, one is
I
We-
can't give that information. I'm sorry.
we're gonna go with I gotta go with B2K.
Okay. And we're almost done, guys. I promise. Mamie, Blackstreet or Jodeci?
Wait, who's the first one?
Blackstreet
Ooh.
or Jodeci? Now I ain't gonna lie, I am biased to one, and I feel like you should know why. But yes.
Because I'm thinking of like all the stuff because they all came out separately too after everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Jodeci. I'll say Jodeci.
Okay. I agree with you.
Yeah, that
Okay.
classic.
Now I'm sorry, Jay, you had to get this one. The
Do you
baby
just not like me today? Like, what
No.
the hell? It seems
don't
like
know.
every game we
We
play,
got you.
you find
Got you.
some way to fuck me over.
You think I calculated the list? I actually didn't do
Yes.
that. I didn't. That would have been genius, but I did not do it.
Yes.
No, I didn't. So the baby or J. Cole? That's easy, right?
J. Cole.
Okay.
J. Cole. Give me J. Cole over the baby, please, God.
And then I'm choosing violence with the last one. This goes to the whole panel.
Oh my God.
I might lose my black card for asking this, but
Oh shit.
Michael Jackson or Janet Jackson?
You wrong as hell.
You ain't fucking
Why
right.
Why
You
we
ain't
pitting the
damn right
Jacksons?
about this one.
Why we pitting the Jacksons against each other? If we gonna be jumping any Jackson, it needs to be their damn father.
Or Jermaine or Latoya, but to be fair, but no.
Neither
There-
one of them. Hell.
That's the right answer, I feel like. That's the right answer. But if anybody dares to choose, please let me know. Jay, like, do you
No.
wanna choose?
No.
I'm sorry.
No. I'm skipping my turn on this one.
Mimi, do you have an analysis?
It's hard. It's extremely hard.
Oh,
But I will say, based on who I might have listened to more at a certain like age range,
okay.
maybe Janet.
Ooh. I feel
Because
you.
Mike grew up listening to Mike. Trust me, that was in the house constantly. But I feel like when I hit that age where I was just like, I was picking like, this is who and it's kind of like who I want to be like, who I really like. I'll say Janet.
Yeah. Janet has them bops you can just relate to for any kind of mood. Yeah. But then Mike, I feel like I can only listen to Mike when I'm happy. Like, except for Invincible, maybe. Invincible is that bop you can play at night, but like, Janet. Go ahead, Phil. I'm sorry.
You good. I went to a Janet Jackson concert and only knew like 3-4 songs. But
Ma'am.
I can sing. I'm going with Michael.
That's fair. The fact y'all can choose is crazy. But yeah. I just treat them like it's the same person. Remember, they had a rumor that they were the same person.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. She was just too amazing to be her own person. She had to be the same
Right.
person as Michael.
See, and that's probably why I'm picking her too, because of the pressure that was on her coming
Mm,
after Michael.
Yeah.
diamond.
Just
Pressure
but don't
builds
get it
diamond.
twisted, because Mike was, hey,
Yep.
yeah.
And the fact people were disappointed by Scream as well. Just leave that alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna end it today. I want y'all to share if you have any final thoughts or rants you kind of want to dish on wrestling. But what we're gonna do is we're going to have a special episode for the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble airs very early on Saturday at our typical podcast time. So what we're going to do is we're gonna have a special show at noon on Saturday. It's gonna be noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. So and that's 9 Pacific. But again, noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. We'll be live same place here on YouTube, on Twitch, and we'll have our Cypher episode here then. So I'm gonna start with Mimi. What are your final thoughts and where can we find you?
Just please continue to enjoy what you want to enjoy without worrying about other people. And don't let anybody tell you how to be a fan of anything. Just please don't listen to those people. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Y'all can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Music Junkie. And I also have a wrestling page on Instagram, which is Crash Outs and Talks.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you. And, and Phil, look, let me say something. As far as Chicago, I'm gonna need you to look that up. I believe that is that central. Sorry, guys, I'm not gonna go into it. I'm not. Just like I said, 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. Just leave me alone. Phil.
I feel like we gotta jump you for that game though. I'm just saying, like it. I mean, like it was giving specifically targeted, like.
Well, I'm getting targeted in a different way. I'm gonna just leave that alone. So don't worry. Somebody is rescuing you. They have a number. It rhymes with I don't know 13. So yeah. Thank you. I'll get into it later. Phil, what are your final thoughts? And where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at girlies love _ wrestling 2. And then my final thought is live, laugh, love.
That's the first time I heard that and it actually made sense. Because like usually you just see that random.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that made sense. Okay. Phil, what are your final thoughts? Oh, sorry. Jay, I'm so sorry.
I'm about to leave. What the fuck?
I was trying to say that I just got done.
I'm like, she just went.
It's like, do it again.
Like, then she trying to say, run that shit back.
Because I had Phil's socials. Oh my God. Check it out. Talking out. Jay, what are your final thoughts? And where can we find
she
you?
don't like me. She don't like me, Chad. Anyway.
I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry.
It's fine. All right, my final thoughts. I'm gonna try to break down this so-called cover trailer that they got. This cover thing they got for 2K26, since they're gonna be giving out fucking suspicious clues type shit. I'm gonna be overthinking the fuck out of it. I'm gonna mentally prepare for Saturday because I know it's gonna be some shit. Any other final thoughts? Ladybug, you're targeting me with these games. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I feel like you like anyway, you can find me on TikTok and Twitch and Twitter at FireJSwisher.
It's out of love. Out of love.
Okay. You can find me on TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter at FireJSwisher. And you can find me on Instagram also at FireJSwisher. But there's 2 I's in fire and 2 A's in Swisher. Do not be weird.
Yes, do not be weird. I want to say something really quick. Um, as far as the links for Jay, for me, for Mimi, for Phil, they're all on they're all on our YouTube page. So for if you want to find Jay's Twitch, he has a great Twitch channel. Phil Instagram, Mimi's, her TikTok, her Instagram. The YouTube page has all that information. I promise you. So if you forget a handle, check our page, and you can find us there too. But as far as me, I'm basically on TikTok at Lady Butler's Wrestling. Other than that, find us at Wrestling Queen Cipher. You type that on Twitch, type that on YouTube, Instagram. You'll find us there. On Spotify and Apple Podcasts, simply type in the Wrestling Queen Cipher and we'll pop up there too. So usually our episodes will be posted the next day on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and you can find our new episodes there too. Yeah. But with that being said, we are the Wrestling Queen Cipher. Again, another quick reminder, our Friday show is at a special time at 12 noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. And then next Saturday, we'll be back to our regular time. So stay classy, enjoy wrestling, and please just have fun. So later, guys. Bye.